welcome back to Paws Scream.
We're back.
And now we have to make a very emotional decision right now.
Yes. So much so that I'm not doing a dad joke.
Thank you. So,
It is also definitely not because I didn't prepare one.
you're just out of dad jokes?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Well, so last time we were with Natsuki making cupcakes, and now we're having to make an emotional decision as to what we're going to say to Sayori.
To be fair, we did have 3 poems that were more liked by Sayori than anyone else.
Yeah.
Which kind of does dictate like how the story kind of pushes you towards a certain direction.
Well, since I understand what it's like to care for somebody like Sayori.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I know what it's like to care for somebody who has issues like Sayori.
Fair.
I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Connor Thuman. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Connor Thuman, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her close. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Connor Thuman. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me, but why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Connor Thuman. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Connor Thuman. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It feels like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me, but that's why I have to want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and that she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. It's the day of this festival. Of all days, I expect this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori than Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Connor Thuman, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on this day, on, on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Connor Thuman. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. I know everything. But, I stammered embarrassingly. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones that they performed during the practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Wow. That's a lot of get out of my heads.
Yep. Sure is.
No. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Oh. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Connor Thuman? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of waking her up to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they have always been. That's all she needs, and that's what I'm going to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori! She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. That really is something a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't move any further, can I?
You got some text there.
What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it has always been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, somebody I grew up with. She's gone. Forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now, I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. Never.
Keep clicking. Well, I guess you should click that top one.
This?
Yeah. It looks like a totally normal game right now.
I mean, everything seems normal.
What do you mean?
I mean, other than...
We have Monica, Natsuki, Yuri, and...
and file corrupted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everything is replaced by all the other girls.
Yeah. How would you try that language?
What in the hell?
What does this say?
I'm not even...
It's the opening sequence, but any mention of a certain character is now corrupted. No, good. Oh, hi. It's an or blah blah. This dialogue is different.
I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. It's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is over near as ever. Before I know it, I pack up my things. Clubs. It was really... Monica?
Hi, Monica.
Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. Do we know each other? Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that.
They
I
died.
actually quit the debate club. They died.
Horrifically.
I'm the sole survivor. Really? You quit? Yeah. I mean, if by quit you mean murdered the entire... To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And in that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. It's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature, too. I mean she's not wrong, I guess. I like reading manga. Oh, my save game is gone.
You should save. Oh,
I can't save Sayori.
no. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Sayori.
It's impossible to.
Is it possible to save Sayori?
Yeah, spoilers, everybody. There's no saving any of them.
Screw the rest of them.
I know.
She's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Connor Thuman. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could, at the very least, visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse somebody like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Connor Thuman. You know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? Then suddenly, memories start flowing into me that before entering the literature club, I was knocked in the head by a large club.
I keep remembering a large club and
With a girl with a very obnoxiously high-pitched voice.
and small hands.
And small baby hands.
An obsession with pickles.
I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the door.
Hi.
It's like Sayori's trying to enter.
I mean...
I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy?
A boy?
Oh god.
What?
No wonder people are scarred by this game.
What do you mean?
There's...
Oh,
Sayori's...
yeah, hey, look at that fun picture in the background. That
I don't want to be
definitely
reminded of that.
It's definitely going to be,
Way to kill the atmosphere. I mean, that photo's killing the atmosphere.
Who put that up? I'll kill them.
Monica.
Yeah.
That crazy bitch. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Connor. All these words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
Yeah.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki,
Chad.
energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Or did Yuri kill her?
I mean, she did get a promotion.
Was this a political move?
Oh.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Connor Thuman in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should make some tea, right? Well, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Connor? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks into the corner of the room and opens the closet. All of a sudden, a bunch of bats and clubs start falling out of the door.
And no one knows what they're for.
Dear God, what are these for?
Everyone's so normal now.
Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. It still feels awkward. I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the... I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard starting a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it comes to something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that you can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle.
Chamomile.
Keep a whole tea set in the you keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that... You know. I believe you. Well, tea, reading, and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Connor Thimmon, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wanted to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Now, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. The Necronomicon. My favorite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
And has faces for the front page.
The level of the creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
You, insinuating something there?
I mean, I think everything was, the writing was literally on the wall from the beginning.
You're not wrong.
And it feels like it's rather on the wall right now.
Yeah. Trying not to look at that.
I mean, you can't really tell that she's hanging there.
Yeah. Anyways.
I just want to put a caption that says, hang in there.
Why?
Just to make me feel a little bit better.
It might need to cover up that thing. I don't know how YouTube's gonna like that.
I don't know, people do this game all the time, right?
Yeah, they do.
I read a horror book once. I read a good book about that once!
I read a good book.
Okay, I didn't read it! I desperately
go,
grasp
Bridge.
something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Or a toddler.
I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or take me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. This is surreal horror, isn't it?
Yep. Sure is.
I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Give me that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Just as I have done when I accepted the Dark Ones.
The Dark Ones are back.
They're always going to be back.
You don't say.
I mean, the Dark Ones have clearly taken over.
Yeah.
They took away the one character I actually liked.
Yeah. She was fun. And I had a lot in common.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we shall all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on that responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Connor Thimmon? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I was joining this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Connor Thimmon. The thing is, we don't have enough members to form an official club yet. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to get new members. If we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? How would I feel? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Connor Thimmon? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. And I didn't think anything could faze me anymore.
I've looked into the Dark One's maw.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Beat you with my 12-inch dick.
Which Connor Thuman doesn't know about in this universe.
Connor Thuman, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Can you bring Sayori back for me, please?
Return the one we like back.
Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's excitement? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Connor Thimmon, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star like Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Feeling like something's missing as I walk home, I suddenly say, "Do you smell pickles?"
Do you smell pickles?
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Yeah. You unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it?
I am terrified.
Well, it's not gonna like it if you say no.
I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Next time on Paws Scream?
Next time on Paws Scream.
I'm gonna need to, go cut myself.
We're gonna need a minute.
Listen to some, I don't even know, man. I need to take a shower.
Yeah. A nice calming one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like some tea or something.
I'm gonna eat like.
Tea and a lavender.
If we had some ice cream, I'd be eating some ice cream right now.
I mean, I thought this would just be a funny romp.
No.
I didn't think it would get this deep.
I
I
knew it
did
was gonna
not
be
know
this
what I was
bad.
getting myself into, man.
I knew it was this bad.
I got in deep, man.
You should save.
I should save. Next time on Paws Scream.
Next time I was Paws Scream. Bye, guys.
Hey guys, before we sign off, I just wanted to say thank you for making it to the end of the video. And if you enjoy our content, why don't you leave a like and subscribe to the channel? It really helps us out. Additionally, we also have just launched our new Paws Scream live channel on YouTube, which is for our past Twitch broadcasts. Speaking of which, you can catch us live most Fridays on twitch.tv/Connor the Wolf. And if you're in the mood to see what else we're up to, you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. Alrighty guys, stay awesome!